What's up, everybody? Bandit and Chad here for another Taco Tuesday. So this week does mark 52 weeks of me doing weekly updates with my truck. The truck was made on March 15th. I got it about 2 weeks afterwards, so I have had my truck for just about a year now. And so all of y'all have come to this channel and started watching this channel and supported us over the past year, and we do really want to take this time to tell you how much we appreciate that. We love making these videos for y'all, and we hope you get something out of it too.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this was something that I just kind of came into as well, just kind of wanting to meet him and talk about trucks, and then, you know, now I'm involved in it, and, you know, this has been a really great experience for me and us, and I think that, you know, this is a pretty fun thing that we do, and we hope you guys enjoy it as well.
Absolutely, and with all the support that you all have given us over the past year for the channel and everything else, that allows us to purchase the modifications and everything else that you see on our truck. So, you know, we are really grateful for that. If you do want to see more and bigger modifications in the future, please continue to watch it and support us. You know, spread the word as much as you can, and you know, really the sky's the limit. You know, the more viewers we get, the more revenue we bring in, the more stuff that we can do, whether that be trips or modifications or what have you. But we are really excited, and we do have a lot coming up for the next couple months here, so definitely stay tuned for all of that. So here over this past weekend, I did make it up to Harrisonburg, Virginia, and I was able to go to the Tacoma World meetup there at Flagpole. So there was a pretty good showing. We did have about 40 vehicles up there on the trails, and we had a great time. You know, the majority of those vehicles were Toyotas, whether 4Runners or Tacomas, obviously. And, you know, it ranged from fairly stock like I am to completely built long arm, long travel suspension setups and everything else. There were a couple Jeeps there, but, you know, everyone got along just fine and everything was great. This meetup was for the southeastern United States. However, there was one Tundra there from Alaska, so we're not really sure about the story of that, but we thought that was pretty interesting, and it was a great time had by all. So they did end up camping Saturday night. I ended up coming back home, and then they did finish wheeling on Sunday, but it sounds like everyone really had a great time, and we'll try to let you all know when more of these meetups are going to occur. That way you can come out and hang out and go four-wheeling with us. I think it'll be a great time, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So moving into some news this week, you want to talk about GM? Sure,
yeah. So there is a plant in the northeastern United States that makes the 6.6 liter Duramax diesels, and has since 2001, and they just recently produced their 2 millionth unit, which I think is insane. You know, in just a short 16 years, they've produced 2 million engines, and you know, you see them in work trucks, in personal vehicles all over the United States, and you know, it just seems like that is a fantastic platform that people build off of.
Absolutely. So moving into some other news here, we've been hearing more and more about Nissan bringing a Frontier to the U.S. market. You know, obviously in other markets they do have the Nissan Navara, but it looks like that we might be getting a new truck joining our lineup before too long. Now, from the news stories that I've heard, they're calling it probably the 2019 model, and it looks very, very similar to the Nissan Navara. There's also another truck that's called the Alaskan that's only sold in South America, I believe, but it looks very similar to those trucks. But there was one spot actually on the back of a rollback where it looked like they had been doing crash testing. So obviously you can't get a real good look at what the truck looks like when they're crash testing it, but that is, you know, definitely shows that it's in the works, and hopefully we'll be joining our markets before too long. Also, one of the trucks that was wrecked did have a diesel sticker on the back, so hopefully we'll get a diesel variant of that truck coming before too long as well.
So there is some news on electric trucks, aren't there?
Exactly. So Elon Musk, who's the founder of Tesla Motor Company, you know, Tesla does have a few different models of electric vehicles out now. They have the Model S, which is their large sedan, the Model X, which is their SUV, and then the Model 3 that should be hitting markets here before too long, which is, you know, kind of the size of a BMW 3 Series, or, you know, around that size. But someone tweeted Elon Musk the other day and said that they would like to see a road tractor, you know, like a tractor trailer, being able to go 0 to 60 in the time of some sports cars. Now, as of right now, big rigs go 0 to 60 really, really slowly, and normally it's measured in miles, especially if they're loaded, and not in seconds to get up to 60 miles per hour. So, you know, definitely not a quick process, but Mr. Musk responded with basically sure thing, challenge accepted, And I think it's definitely looking like there's going to be more and more electric road tractors here before too long. Now, there is one company that's already, trying to go that way, and they call themselves Nikola, which is Nikola Tesla, the famous engineer, which is, I guess, a play on words, not very clever since Tesla was already taken. But it is really interesting to see that there is one company definitely pursuing that. Tesla may be pursuing that in the future, so there's already competition and not a single one on the market as of right now. So, definitely pretty interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how they combat some of the issues, with range and with weight and everything else, and still make them able to tug those great payloads and everything else. So, definitely some interesting times that we're living in, and a huge shift coming up here before too long. But this definitely needs to happen before too long. For a good road tractor that's towing, you may be getting 5 to 6 miles per hour, or miles per gallon rather. So that's obviously not too efficient. And since we don't use trains as much here in this country like we used to, that's how a lot of goods are being shipped all across the United States. So a more efficient version of a road tractor would definitely be welcomed, I'm sure, by everybody. And we hope to see those on the roads before too long. So that pretty much wraps up everything we have to talk about for this week's video. Thank you all very much for watching. We should have a video of that e-locker in the 4Runner that we put in coming at the end of this week, so be sure and stay tuned for that. Again, thank you all very much for watching. Have a fantastic week, everybody. We'll catch you next time.
See you guys.